Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Arakir Galadirthan, the head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer, and welcome to an installation guide and the download link for an official submod, the first official submod for version 1.2 of Divide and Conquer. This submod is the Total War submod. This will set every faction as neutral to every other faction. It will remove invasions from the game, and it will make the AI slightly more aggressive so that everybody fights everybody. There are a few things to note before we go on. Number one, the download link is just in the description. I've recorded this video now 3 times, and the first 2 times I didn't say that. And as annoyed as I was, I feel I should say it, because otherwise people will ask me, where's the download link? Because humans are like sheep, and they need to be shepherded. So the download link is in the description. I have only put it on MediaFire for the moment because ModDB takes so long to do anything, and it's just a right faff and a falafel, which isn't a word. So I've gone with MediaFire instead. So download it from MediaFire. It will take you all of about 2 seconds. It's not even a megabyte in size. But before you then come to install it, you need to know that it is not an installer. There is nothing to run here. You will need to be au fait with zip files and with copying and pasting. If you're unsure what au fait means, that means you need to be knowledgeable on zip files and copy and pasting. But before you install it, you will need to manually find where you have the mod installed first of all. Now, for almost all of you on Steam, that will be in local disk C, or whatever your local disk is called, and then it will be in Program Files 86, and then there will be a Steam folder there. Now, I've moved my Steam folder outside, so I just can't show you that. But in 86, there will be a Steam folder. Double-click on that, double-click Steam Apps, double-click Common, Medieval 2 Total War, Mods, and then whichever one you have got. Now, for most of you, it will be Third Age 3 because you will have only installed the Third Age, but I obviously have multiple copies. And the Third Age _ DaC 12 is my version 1.2. I can delete that for a moment because I'll show you that in a second. Once you are in here, we're here to make a backup of the files that we're going to change. And that way, if you don't want this change, or if you want to revert to the old alliances, England, France and Scotland. No, France and Scotland, sorry. Against England. If you want to revert to the old alliances, then you can copy these files back in. But to make that even easier on yourself, what I suggest you do first is head to your desktop. Either click the button down there, the button in the bottom right corner, or press Windows key D, which will take you to your desktop. And what you want to do is create a new folder and call it Data. And within that folder, create a World folder. Within that folder, create a Maps folder. So on with Campaign, Imperial Campaign, and leave it. So you should have a folder structure like that. That will make it easier to copy your changes, to revert this change when you come to do it. So the files that you are going to want to copy. So have your data folder on one side and your Third Age folder on the other. If not, just have them wherever you want them. Go into Data. So you're in Third Age, wherever you've got 1.2 installed. And in Data, copy the campaign AI _db.xml. Then scroll down and find the Descript SM factions. Hold the control button and select both of those. Right click either of them and click copy. Now in the data folder here, you want to paste them into there. You can do that with Control C and Control V. I'm just doing like an absolute idiot's guide to how to copy and paste. Apologies for the condescending nature of it. Now click through all the way to Imperial Campaign and then do the same here. So go World, Maps, Campaign, Imperial Campaign, and click Descript Strat and Descript Win Conditions. And again, copy these and again paste them into the Imperial Campaign. Right, you no longer need that folder, so you can do away with that. And then what you want to do, maximize this out, go back to Third Age, where the holding folder. So go back to this folder where data preferences and all of that is contained. And what you want to do here is wherever you have downloaded the zip file to, either cut it or copy it, whichever you'd prefer. I'm going to cut this time because I'm going to delete it anyway, and paste it into here. Now all you need to then do to install is you will need some form of unzip tool. Normally you can use WinRAR for this. You might have a different unzipper. I use 7-zip. I used to use JZip. Whatever unzipper you can find, or whatever one you have, right click on the data folder, go to your unzipping section and extract here. It will then ask you in all manner of different ways, do you want to overwrite? And click yes to all. Perfect synchronization with the music. If it does not ask you to overwrite something, you've installed it in the wrong place. Full stop. No two ways about that. So don't ask any questions unless you know that you've overwritten something. And then the final step, or it will not work, you need to run the Steam friendly cleaner. You do that by just double clicking it and pressing any keyboard button. It will go away and that will have worked. That will have done its job. Once you have done that, you can then play the game and it will be the new system. You'll have to play a new campaign, so you'll have to start again. It won't affect save games. It will not affect save games. But it will affect new campaigns. So start any new campaign and you will see that all of the alliances and enemies and everything have all been done away with. Best way to check that is when you get into game, go into the diplomacy tab, and if the diplomacy tab shows that everybody is enemies with everybody, or there are no allies or alliances, then it's worked. There's no allies or enemies. Then it has worked. And that's it. It's incredibly simple, very straightforward. If you want to undo the change, simply copy the data folder back into the data folder and of where you've got Third Age installed, and it will overwrite the changes again. And again, run the cleaner, and then again you can start a new campaign. And it's that simple. So that's it. So the download link's in the description. It's only on Mediafire at the moment, probably will only be on Mediafire. If you have any questions, do pop them either in the comments here, either go to Discord and ask them in the bug channel there, or more preferably go to Total War Center and ask on the official Submod thread of Divide and Conquer, which you can get to through the link in the description as well. Take a breath. Until we speak again, dear friends, Navarre den Perimad Melonin, and farewell.